What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And if you'll recall, I did a video maybe a couple weeks ago now with Simone, an attorney from Girl Is That Legal. And she said that she felt like Jennifer's fiance had his business set up like a Ponzi scheme. Now we have an alleged victim who has come forward. Like the video's intro plays, because we got a lot to get into and we do not have a lot of time.
Could somebody please make it make sense?
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Made sense.
Make it make sense. You knew what was up.
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
The dogs call. For many days I didn't bring him here because I suffer when he bites me. He bite me in my vagina. When I'm walking and he sees other dog, he right away, he jump on my vagina because he gets so crazy. He doesn't know who I am. He forgets everything.
Look at me. What did I say? No. Come here. Look at me. Hey, look at me. No.
Okay, guys. So first, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, please like the video. It is a really great way to support content creators. But okay. Oh, and also definitely subscribe to my Instagram. Make It Make Sense now. I think I'm like 200 people away from 25K. So any subscribers are appreciated. But let's get into this. I want to show you guys this first. So again, all of these things are alleged, even the anonymous alleged victim. But I want you guys to see this before we really get into anything. This was an article. It says Jennifer Williams' fiance, Christian Gold, unveiling his impressive net worth. Jennifer Williams' fiance, Christian Gold, boasts an impressive net worth of over $10 million despite spending time in jail. Christian Gold, a former inmate, turned his life around by managing assets for others and himself, with notable investments like a $3.5 million watch and authoring a self-help book. After a 3-year prison sentence, Christian Gold used his time behind bars to learn about investing, ultimately transforming into a multi-millionaire. Now, I wanted you guys to read this because they're saying there's a net worth of $10 million. But as you know, on the show, that is not what we heard. Again, shout out to Simone from Girl Is That Legal. I will definitely be linking the video in the description of this video.
This clip that really illustrates the relationship between Jennifer Williams and Christian Gold.
One of my deal breakers is you cannot be broke. I'm sorry. Like, broke and me don't work.
Now, you'll have to check out my other videos when I did a whole timeline of Jennifer's relationship. We went over hips, we went over not, and we went over Uncle Fester. So I will link that video as well at the end of this video. But Jennifer saying that she doesn't do broke, apparently you haven't learned your lesson, because not only does she not do broke, but she also refuses to vet anybody. And now we're here again. Don't forget about the one that stole her Range Rover.
It's true. Like, you could drive for Uber, you could do Postmates. There's so many things you could do online to make money. It's just like, to me, that's no excuse. I can't do broke. I'm allergic to it. I can't.
I actually asked Jen if I could go get a job.
Hold on. No, we know this girl.
Now, I just showed you guys where just in 2023, it said that his net worth was $10 million. Why would he now need to drive for Uber?
Go get a job, and she told me no, and I'm like, damn, why?
What do you mean? You have a job?
I don't have a job. I have a company.
Wait, but that's your
yeah. That's not.
He has a Ponzi scheme.
Allegedly.
Actually, that's not how I make money.
So one of my deal breakers.
Y'all, a Kelly bag is like a 15 simply, and we're gonna investing with him.
Okay, so Simone actually got to interview the young lady who alleges that Christian is presently defrauding her. So we're gonna get into some of these tidbits.
And she's saying, yes, you do. So the moment I saw this in the last video that I did, I said, this is screaming Ponzi scheme, simply due to the fact that there's no man who's making millions. At one point, he showcased he had on a $3.5 million watch. There is no man.
So you heard it. She said over and over again before any alleged victims came forward that she felt it was a Ponzi scheme.
Pull this down and introduce you guys to Anonymous. Hi, Anonymous. Thank you so much for being with us today. How are you?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm hanging in there.
What's that?
I'm hanging in there.
Good. Good. So to start,
I was in her chat when this was live, so you will see Make It Make Sense saying things. So my comment was, Jen's light bulb seems really dim. She might be working with the 40 watt.
I'm going to kind of set up what you've explained to me previously, which is that you found Christian Gold's website and so forth online. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Did you initially hear about him through Basketball Wives or some other source?
Through Basketball Wives.
Okay. He's blocked.
That is problematic, guys. The fact that Basketball Wives has now become a calling card for potential people to invest with him. A lot of times you see somebody on TV and you see somebody, you know, wearing nice clothes and maybe living in a nice home. And you just assume, okay, well, if they made their money and this is their business, then maybe if I invest, I can also make some money with them. A lot of what you see on reality TV is smoke and mirrors.
Me, so I can't go to his Instagram anymore. I'm just double checking to see if I remember. Yeah, but it is the Lord Invest.
I would say it was actually this year in January.
Okay, this January.
Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me about this January. Tell me about what kind of research you did to feel comfortable investing with him.
So I first did a Google search and I put in his name. I put Christian Gold Investor, and one of the things that came up was his goldreservefund.com website. So I looked at that, and it had where you could contact him.
Let me pause. We're gonna get that on the screen. I'm gonna share that. Hold on one second. Gold Reserve, because in my video we went through that, and that was part of how I identified the scheme. So we've got, here we go. Right.
Remember, again, this video will be linked where we talked about this, but he was promising things on this website that he could not guarantee. And he could not have insurance because he was a felon.
Go to his Gold Reserve.
While she's looking for that, hit the like button. We have just found the part where this Gold Reserve Fund is not even a website anymore. Since Simone made her last video, he took his website down.
I know you lying. Hold on. This was the website, Gold Reserve Fund. This is his picture. Christian Gold is a 30-year-old millennial. You know what?
Yep.
He didn't take his website down, y'all. He done took the site down. That is a sign that he has been caught scamming. That is a sign that he has been contacted by multiple victims. That people that he realizes that because his website had all of these things that are red flags to any federal entity that monitors securities fraud. Let me try something. Hold on.
And I wish I would have took screenshots of his website, but I didn't think it was needed because the website, it had a black background and it was, really nice. And then it had gold font and everything. And it looked very nice and legitimate.
More about this page.
They're eating Jennifer up in the chat. Somebody said, Jen is giving I eat lead paint chips. Oh my. Oh.
Gold Reserve Fund. Google saying can't find much info on either site. You might want to consider, does the source seem trustworthy? Oops. There you go. You might want to consider, does the source seem trustworthy? And what do others say? Get more tips. Now, this is his.
So luckily for Simone and for Anonymous, Simone had actually reviewed this on her own channel. So she still had all of the verbiage and wording from the original website on her channel for perpetuity. So deleting it does not change that this was the wording that you used. Oh, it's also important to say that everything is alleged. At this point, this is Anonymous's word. We've not yet heard from Christian, although I highly doubt he would respond. He just starts blocking all of us.
Website. It is called the Gold Reserve Fund. Yep, so there we go. Welcome. Assets, book a consultation. our mission at Gold Reserve, our vision is to generate sustainable and scalable profits for not only generate financial growth, but also have a positive foolishness portfolio management. Just FYI, this is illegal. So you cannot present yourself as managing money without a license. He has none of the sort. He has not, because he can't get any. If you've ever committed a felony or have a loved one who has, I certainly do. That's why I want to be a lawyer. You know that you need to be licensed for financial related things, no crimes of moral turpitude. He's got theft on his record, and no felonies. Certainly no felonies within a specific time frame. And pursuant to the recent episode of Basketball Wives, he's actually still on probation or parole, rather. Therefore, that would mean it's an active case, and you can't be managing anyone's money. The other thing is, y'all, I need y'all to stop letting people manage your money who are not licensed, bonded, and insured. Licensed means you can look them up.
So Simone's actual expertise in law is suing insurance companies. So this is in her wheelhouse.
On your state financial licensing thing, or you can simply ask them.
There you go. But coming back to here, okay. So coming back to your story, what we got here is a situation where, yes, he had posted on the website that he will give you 2 to 5% interest. And I hate that you couldn't see it on screen there, but yeah, 2 to 5% interest. You could schedule a Calendly with him, etc. Was that your understanding of the services he offered too?
Yes.
Okay, what was it that you thought that you were? So you invested.
Now we skipped through this, but they were trying to figure out why he could not afford his website. And I was like, well, no, that's not the case at all. That website was down, in my opinion, because Simone, actually, I sent this to Simone in a super chat. I said, the site isn't down because he couldn't afford it. The site is down because Simone pointed out the illegal aspects of his business model. That would also make sense why Simone specifically was blocked.
To say thousands. We won't give the exact amount because I do want you to be able to say, anonymous. But
I have heard the amount, and it is in the thousands. Simone is comfortable saying it's below 20, but it's in the thousands.
We'll say you invested thousands with him. What was your understanding of what you would receive in exchange?
Weekly updates and access to a system where I could check the status of the amounts from the trades, because he said he day trades.
So was he supposed to be using your money to day trade on your behalf?
Yes.
Okay. And then what returns were you promised, or if any?
2 to 5%. And then he would kind of give the disclaimer, but keep in mind that, any investing is always risky.
For a person not on television, a person working a normal job, 1,000 is too much. But between something less than 20, that's a lot of money for your average person to invest because they have a belief in you and then produce no results. This is trash, y'all.
There's always risk.
But 2 to 5% per what? On the website, it said 2 to 5% a week. Yep, a week. All right. So then that is two times 4. That's 8 to 20% a month. And then when were you supposed to start receiving your returns?
An 8 to 20% return on your investment per month is unheard of. If this were the case, then all of the top people would be trading through him. If something sounds too good to be true, a lot of times it is.
He said as soon as a week, because he would give weekly updates, because he said that he would trade daily.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. Make it make sense. Sent me a super chat. He says the site isn't.
Okay. We don't need to go into that.
She felt that way because she watched it, and then likely she felt that. I promise you, my personal problems take the yourself. Just like I'm not laughing at your situation, but I'm laughing at like little old me impacting people's lives. So apparently Jennifer Williams called a mutual friend of ours. We have a mutual friend. Called that friend and cussed that friend out for allowing me to do this investigation and basically not sticking up for her. I'm guessing, but the truth of the matter is, Jennifer, you should see this as an opportunity to protect yourself, just like anyone else. I'm not doing.
So guys, to me, that says, if this is true, Jennifer is well aware, which kind of, if we're really going to look at this, is a little scary. If Jennifer allegedly is aware of this type of stuff and she's still going through with the marriage, is it possible that Jennifer knew from the beginning and was comfortable utilizing Basketball Wives as a way to catapult, expand, grow his business? Because this woman says she did not know about him until Basketball Wives. So how many other people chose to invest with him because of Basketball Wives. So the big question here is, does Jennifer know, or was she just turning a blind eye by choice?
This to say, you know, how can I ruin Jennifer's happy little life? To be honest, I don't think about you, never have. I have a lot of personal problems. I promise you, my personal problems, right? He promised you weekly starting in January, weekly returns. Instead, he was giving you weekly updates. What was the form of these updates? Was it did you have like a login portal? Tell me more about it.
Unfortunately, no login portal. And I asked him about that, and he said that he was using a new platform. And unfortunately, he said it didn't give view access to clients. And then, so he said he would be sending those out through text and also through the Telegram app as well. And then he changed it up and he started sending emails instead. And then the email stopped.
Now, hold on a second. When he was doing the Telegram, did it feel like he was sending this, like the same message was going out to multiple people?
Like just a group message.
Or did you feel like the messages? Okay. So he was giving everyone the same update. Sounds simple. Sounds super easy. Okay. And then how about the emails? Could you tell whether the emails were unique to you or for everyone?
They were very short in general. So it would be like 2 to 3 sentences. I still have those emails, and it's not a whole lot of emails that he sent because I would say those weekly updates, he mainly just texted them directly to me. And so he said, this is a trade account. And then he lured me in and said that he also has Project Trust accounts as well that renders a lot of return. And he was like, you get 2% return for each spot, and each spot is $2,000.
Excuse me. So each spot, and this is a spot on what exactly? Is this? It sounds like one of those wheels. Go ahead. A spot on what?
He didn't specify.
So he already has her money. He's not technically really updating her to let her know what the returns were, if she's made any money, if she's lost any money. The money is now with this man, and it's all up to him to fill her in, and it's not happening. Now, additionally, even though those messages have stopped, now he says, well, I have something else you can invest in, and this one's only $2,000. Where's the original investment?
He just had a spot in this account. He had accounts called like Project 2000, Project 1000. And I'm like, okay, what are these accounts? And he's like, oh, these are
Project Jen needs a new Birkin.
Different trust accounts, and they pay out after a year.
Project Wedding.
And I'm like, huh? Like it just.
But they pay out after a year, but you were initially told that you're supposed to get your money. You're supposed to get weekly returns of 2 to 5%, and you would start getting the money weekly. Correct?
Yes. No, he didn't say that you would get the money weekly. He just said, oh, the more you invest, the better the return would be, but you can always withdraw during any time. But the balance was slowly increasing, like on a steady basis. So I was just leaving the money in there.
Right. Okay. Now, by balance increasing, I'm going to assume, was there something you could log into to see these balance increases? He was just sending you screenshots of balance increases?
Yes.
I feel so sorry for this lady. If you are new to the channel, definitely subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, please like the video. Again, I will be linking my video exposing Jen at the end of this video. So you definitely want to check that out. And there is a video that I recently did about Evelyn's daughter, who actually is pregnant by Evelyn's friend, this lady Tiffany, who is rubbing Evelyn's pregnant stomach at her baby shower with the rest of the close personal friends and family that were invited. Well, now Shanice is pregnant by her baby daddy. So I will link that video as well. You definitely want to check that out.
Well, not even screenshots. Like you type an email, typing it to me. Like, for example, the email would say...
How do you know that he wasn't saying... Okay, I'll go ahead. The email would say...
All right. So it'll say from Gold Reserve Fund, and then the email would come from wealth@goldreservefund.com, and they'll say, good afternoon. Your updated account balance is XYZ. If you would like to make a deposit into your account, please reach out to me personally, and thank you for being a client of Gold Reserve Fund. That's it.
It didn't even ask if you would like to withdraw. Just if you want to make a deposit. So if you want to give more money. Let's get to some of the remedies. And I would like to hear in the comments and in the chat, because this is pre-recorded, but in the chat specifically, do you feel that Anonymous is telling the truth? I personally do, but In hearing her speak, do you feel she has been victimized by Christian Gold, allegedly?
Then the issue comes, now we're going to talk about, well, what can you do today? How can you get justice today? Tell me, what steps have you taken so far to try and get your money back?
Well, so far, what prompted me to do some additional research is that over the last weekend, he sent a text message saying that the stock market had crashed, and he had used some other technical terms that I don't understand about margin and stuff like that. And it didn't make sense. So I was like, let me do some looking on YouTube. So then I came across one of your videos, and I'm like, oh, let me reach out to you. And
that's really convenient. I have not reached out to you. I have not given you updates in a while. You initially started this investment process with me in January. It's now August. I'm not hearing from you, but now I get something to say that everything has crashed. What does that actually mean? That's not enough information for me to understand where my money's at and exactly when I lost my money.
What I'm trying to do now is get my updated account balances from him, because he's saying that most of the money was lost. But we can always rebuild, is what he said. And I said, okay, well, since you're going to rebuild, how much am I?
Rebuild as in this money, a dollar amount less than 20,000 is gone. I've offered you to invest another 2,000 into another account that I have. Now that your money is gone, let's rebuild some wealth together. How many times does someone lose your money and then you say, let me go ahead and give you some more? Is that normal? Am I the only one picking up on that?
Money is left, basically, but he hasn't responded. And I also looked up, I went to the FBI's website as well. And there's a form that you can complete on their website for internet crime, but I haven't completed it. So those are
how many more Christian exposed videos are we gonna see?
I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired.
Things that I've done so far.
What are you waiting for?
I really, for one, I want to see if he's going to respond.
He gonna respond, all right.
I ain't got it.
With my updated balance, and then I'm going to ask him if he could give me my money back. I want to do that before I report him to the FBI, and then also I wanted to know if you were aware of any type of additional action that I could take, like a class action lawsuit or something, so that he's not continuing to do this to other people. Because I know that he is, because of the Telegram having 228 people listed on it. So I know he's taking their money too. So I know I'm not the only one for sure.
Yeah.
She said that in that Telegram where she was receiving updates, there were 250 people. Now, the bare minimum that you could invest was $1,000. So at $1,000, you have 250 people investing $1,000. That's $250,000, the exact amount of money needed for the wedding. And that's just at the bare minimum. How many other people got something saying the market crashed? Let's find something else to invest in. Just my opinion, allegedly. Again, we don't know what Christian is going to say to these allegations.
So I want to say thank you, Celebrity Scandalous, for the super chat. $5. I really appreciate it. Y'all, super chats are huge.
Super chats are huge, and they are a great way to support the channel. Just FYI. But liking the video and subscribing is also a great way as well.
The way you could send a super chat is it signals to YouTube to suggest my video to other people, which is really helping my channel grow quickly. Really appreciate you guys. And so I hear the hope in your voice, and I'm telling you this with love. You have been a victim to what's called a Ponzi scheme. Here's how they work. They take your money, and in most of them, they'll actually give you a little something in the beginning to kind of shut you up. So I'm shocked that he didn't do that here. It sounds like it's a very unsophisticated.
He did it indirectly, because I was like, oh, the money's growing, so I'll just leave it in there instead of taking it out, So that's what I did, because I thought the money was growing.
No, he sent you a screenshot of money that doesn't exist. What I'm saying is, and some Ponzi schemes do, they do exactly that. They show you money that is not actually in your account, but then there are some.
It wasn't even a screenshot. It was a text, it was a text.
Some that actually move the money and put it there. And then with the expectation, they're just going to convince you to be like, oh, great, it's growing. Go ahead, reinvest it, compound it, right? So some people will actually get some money back into an account, is what I'm just saying. But yes, yours is a Ponzi scheme. And I said this when I saw the clip, because I believe this is what he's been using for Jennifer's lifestyle. ultimately what you're going to want to do if you, okay.
You know what I think about Jennifer and her lifestyle?
I feel about her, I'm numb.
Again, we got the disclaimer going. You're not my client. You're a person in need of legal assistance. You're going to want to contact someone in your state. And the good news is the amount of money that you have, it may, either you can contact someone in your state or Georgia. Let me confirm what the limit is for small claims court, Georgia. Hold on. See, Texas, oh baby, oh, we got that ass. Whoa, we got it. Let me show you. So most people think small claims court, you're limited to like 5K. Here we are. Here's what it is in Georgia, because Georgia is where he started this company. Georgia is where he started the mess. You see what that say right there? $15,000. Okay, that means if the amount at issue is $15,000 or less, you need to file over there tomorrow. Is what I would do.
Now, she's going to give a lot more great advice, guys, but I just wanted to give you a taste. I don't see the video stopping. More people should come forward. Like I said earlier, you could reach out to me if you want. Make It Make Sense now on Instagram. Simone Girl is at legal. If you know somebody who has been impacted or affected, let us know. The more people that know, allegedly, the better chances that people will not be investing their hard-earned money into something that they will never see as profitable. So guys, again, like the video, please, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. This is a mess. And I really want to know in the comments section, do you believe that Jennifer knows and is just choosing to stay silent even when people are bringing the receipts?
Do I need to bring the receipt, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
I don't think she would care. I think at this point she's too far in, but when you have exes like Tim, Knotts, Uncle Fester, the man who stole her Range Rover, it seems like the ones that are decent people like Jelani, just a regular business owner, not good enough. So, you know, I don't even know what to say to Jennifer at this point. But if this lady came forward, I do think that more people, if you have been impacted, should come forward. Speak up and speak out, guys. I will see you later. I have a video involving Ray J and Diddy that should be dropping tomorrow. You will not want to miss that one. Have a good one.